Hey guys, welcome back. So today I thought we'd do a skincare video. As you guys know, we're not kind of living our normal lives right now. However, one plus side to this is that, and I'm sure I'm not alone in this, my skincare routine has gone through the roof. I have never taken better care of my skin than I am right now because I'm at home more and I have more time and I'm wearing less makeup in the day because I'm not going out. So I have really ramped up my skincare routine. I'm super lucky in the sense that being a blogger, I get sent lots of skincare and I have quite a lot of skincare in my cupboard. However, I'm quite lazy with it and normally a lot of it never gets used. However, the last couple of weeks I've been bringing it all out. I've been bringing out the big guns, been using all the treatments. I thought it would be a good time to talk to you all about my current skincare situation, what I'm currently using, what I'm currently loving, and to share some of my favourites with you all. So starting off, I'm going to do like the basics, so like my basic skincare, then I'm going to talk more about like targeted treatments that I use, and then masks at the end as well, which kind of count as targeted treatments, but in terms of they're like a one-off like treat for my skin as opposed to part of my skincare routine. Hope that makes sense. Right, so starting off with cleanser, the Garnier Micellar is still my fave and the best value for money. This is the original one. I also love the one with the oil in it, but this is the one I have at the moment. So this is my like go-to when it comes to taking off all my makeup. I use this as like both in the evenings and in the morning, because in the evening what I will do is I'll usually take all my makeup off with this and then use a balm cleanser. And I haven't included a balm cleanser in this lineup because I just keep changing. I have the Chapman one that I love. I also have a La Prairie one that I really like, but it's like 100 quid or 150 quid, and I honestly wouldn't recommend it for that much money because you can get much better cheaper ones. Like the Elemis one is brilliant, also pricey but nowhere near that high. Like I feel like you don't have to go that high to get a good balm cleanser. The Body Shop one is good. I've spoken a lot about balm cleansers. In fact, I've done a blog post, like a massive blog post about balm cleansers that I will link below. Not recently, but just talking about the best ones, and they haven't changed that much. So I also use a balm cleanser, so in the evenings most of the time I'll use this, take off my makeup, balm cleanser to cleanse, and then I'll reuse this in the morning, depending on whether I've worn makeup the day before, because if I haven't worn makeup the day before I won't re-cleanse with a cleanser in the morning. I'll just use this to make sure like my face is properly clean, but if I have been wearing makeup that week or like the past few days or whatever, I'll also use this in the morning in the shower, which is, this is actually a new bottle because this stuff lasts forever, and I basically have to have a new bottle like once a year. Like it's in probably 9 months. It lasts a long time. How long is, yeah, 12 months is fine. I was like, am I using this when it's gone off? This is the Lancome Miel-en-Mousse cleanser. I use this with a Clarisonic or just with my hands in the shower in the morning, and I love it, absolutely love it. This is an old favourite and I've spoken about it loads. Then in terms of SPF and like daytime basic moisturiser, I'm still using my Elizabeth Arden Grey 8. This stuff is brilliant. It's super lightweight, sinks straight into the skin, SPF 35. It's just a really good day-to-day moisturiser, base for makeup. SPF just does it all. Love this stuff so much. And then if I am looking for a moisturiser that's a bit more heavy duty in terms of being nourishing to my skin but doesn't have SPF, so like nighttime moisturiser, or if I'm literally not going out in the garden or anything, I'll use the Algenist Genius Collagen cream. As you can tell, I've had this was in my last month's monthly favourites, and I've had this for maybe 6 weeks, and like I said, I'm lazy with my skincare. This stuff is good. I've nearly finished it. Super good. And then general kind of serum, I've been using the new Chapman Glow serum. So this is her basically like a charity product in collaboration with, I think it's with the Prince's Trust. Yeah, it is. For their Women Sporting Women campaign. So £10 from each sale of this goes to that. I really like this, especially for a morning serum, or if I'm using more kind of powerful treatments on my skin that day, I'll use it in the evening as like a calming, like it's just really nice. It's like an oil base product. So for the morning, if you're putting makeup on top of it, you want to give it some time to sink in, but it's really good. I love Sarah Chapman. I think is probably my favorite skincare brand as a whole. And basically I don't really have facials at all, but when I do, it's with Sarah Chapman. They're crazy expensive, but I do it like a couple of times a year and it's amazing. In terms of my lips as well, because I have problem lips, I started getting eczema around my lips in like early November last year, and it's just been an issue ever since, and I get on top of it and then it comes back, and then I get on top of it and it comes back. It's really annoying, and please don't suggest I change my toothpaste. I have tried that and it didn't work. The amount of comments I've had saying change your toothpaste is a lot. I've seen a dermatologist about it and we still kind of can't get to the bottom of it, so I use lip balm all the time and it kind of helps keep it at bay. And recently I've been using the By Terry Balm de Rose, but I also love the Lancome one. I think it's called the Precious. I'll link it. It's in like a gold tube. That's also amazing, and that works really nicely with lipstick. So you can put the lip balm on, leave it for a bit, and then put lipstick, whereas this is quite thick and doesn't necessarily work well with lipstick, but it's really good for nighttime. So By Terry Balm de Rose, old classic. That's it for my like basic lineup. And then for more targeted stuff, I am currently using retinol, and I've recently just switched the retinol products that I was using to the only other retinol, apart from the Drunk Elephant one, that I've actually noticed a difference in my skin, and that is this range, which is from Murad. They've done loads of sponsored content with different people over the past month or so since this launched. I'm not being paid. I have not spoken to them about this video at all, but they did send me the products. The products are really expensive, so I think they're around the £75, £50 to £75 mark each. So they're expensive products, but they're really good, like really, really good. So in the range, they have the serum, the eye serum, is eye cream or eye serum, and the night cream. I use all three of these together like twice a week. And when I first started, I was using them like 4 times a week, and it was a bit much and my skin got a bit overly sensitive. They're supposedly formulated to not irritate sensitive skin, but it's still retinol, so you need to like be a bit careful with it. And yeah, I've really liked these so far. I've been using them for about a month, a couple of times a week. Really rate them, and it's like I said, it's the only like retinol that you can buy that I've actually noticed works, like properly works, apart from the Drunk Elephant one. Okay, now I've picked all the products up off the floor. I'm going to talk about vitamin C. I also use vitamin C twice a week at the moment, and some of these products are like old favourites, and there's a new one as well. So the first one is a Pixi Vitamin C Tonic. I've spoken about this quite a lot in the past like 6 months or so. Love that. Use that as a toner a couple of times a week for a little vitamin C boost, and then follow it with the Vitamin C Caviar Balm, which is brilliant. I love the Pixi Vitamin C range, and also the glycolic acid, what's called Glow Tonic range is also really good. This is nearly empty actually. Really lovely. I use that in the morning. So if I'm doing vitamin C, I'll do it in the morning, and then I'll just do like a really nourishing night cream like this, or maybe even use my glow serum and that at night. I won't go in with the retinol that night, just to make sure my skin isn't kind of like overloaded with active stuff. And then the Kiehls, the new Kiehls Powerful Strength Line Reducing Dark Circle Diminishing Vitamin C Eye Cream. How long is that name? Like, really, Kiehls? You could just call it the Vitamin C Eye Serum. You really could. Vitamin C Eye Serum would be good. Powerful Strength Line Reducing and Dark Circle Diminishing Vitamin C Eye Serum with tripeptide and hyaluronic acid. Like, that is the longest name in the history of product. But it's really good, and I've used that a couple of times a week as well, like those together in the morning. Sometimes as well I'll use this on its own in the evening, like when I'm not using the retinol one, I will use this because it doesn't cause anything major, and any kind of brightness under my eyes is required right now, let me tell you. And then apart from that, in terms of like treatment and like targeted skin treatments, the only other thing I use is a chemical exfoliant. So this is actually the Dr. Dennis Gross professional grade resurfacing liquid peel. So this is like the big sister of the individual sachet resurfacing peel Dr. Dennis Gross boxes. You know, the orange ones that you get in the step 1 and step 2. I've spoken about them before and they are brilliant. This is like the more intense version of that. So I do this once or twice a week depending on how my skin is. So you basically put a little bit of one of these on a cotton wool pad, or actually I feel like you could put it on your fingers, but because it's like most toners, like the vitamin C one, I'll put on with my hands because I don't use like single use cotton wool buds or anything anymore. But this came with a pack, so these come with a little pack of cotton wool you know, like balls, cotton wool balls. So I have been using those, but when they run out I'm probably gonna just and then wash my hands. Yeah, I don't know, anyone that knows a lot about skincare, is that wrong? Do they need to be applied with something that's a bit more like, I don't know, exfoliaty? I don't think they do. I don't think they do. Anyway, so yeah, step 1 and step 2, this stuff is strong and works really well. If you haven't used this kind of stuff before, I would definitely recommend starting with the sachet ones and moving on to these because they're a bit stronger. But yes, really like those, and that's what I use as my exfoliator. And then in terms, I've got 3 products that are like masks or more targeted treatments. The first one is, I've spoken about this a ton, so I'm not going to dwell on it, is the Tan Luxe Super Glow Serum. This is a hyaluronic acid serum that has fake tan in it, and if you are you like a little bit of a glow but you don't want like a full fake tan, do you know what I mean? If you're quite pale like me, you need a little bit of something but you don't want to be like full on Saint-Tropez, then this stuff is brilliant. It's also really hydrating because it's that hyaluronic acid serum. It has that same texture, like a drink for your skin type of texture. Love that. Also, whilst we're on the subject of hyaluronic acid, the Inkey-list, if you're looking for more affordable skincare, I haven't mentioned any of their products in this video because these are like my go-to ones at the moment. But if you're looking for a more affordable options, the Inkey-list is a brilliant brand that I've worked with in the past. Again, not sponsored in this video, but they make amazing products, including hyaluronic acid, retinol, vitamin C, etc., but really affordable, and their products are like really lovely formulations, and I would definitely recommend checking them out as well. And then in terms of masks, at the moment I'm using 2 masks. The first one is kind of an old favourite as well. This is the Summer Fridays Jet Lag Mask. This is a really hydrating, it's basically like a really thick night cream, and you can just like layer it on, and then a lot of the time I'll put this on at night, and I'll put like a mask amount on and then just rub it in as much as I can, and then remove any like extra excess, but leave it like a good thick layer. Really nice for dry skin if you just need a little bit of a pick me up. And then lastly, the Tata Harper Purifying Mask. I love Tata Harper. Stuff is super expensive, but it is bloody good. The Resurfacing Mask as well is another one of my favourites, but I'm not using that at the moment. This is the Purifying Mask Cleansing Detox Treatment, because I have recently been getting a few breakouts, and I've I've got a really horrible cystic spot on my chin right now that is so, you know, those really painful ones that are really under the skin, just bleh. So I've been using that, and I've been getting quite a few, like a little bit of build up around my nose as well, so I've been using that for that, and it's working really nicely. I would recommend it, along with the Clarisonic as well. Helps with the old blackheads. Yeah, that is it for this video. My totally extra OTT skincare routine using like 500 different products. But we're all locked in the house, so why not make the most of it? We're all going to come out of this with amazing skin. Yeah, I hope you guys are all very well. I hope you're staying positive, and head over to Instagram if you want daily updates from me. I'm like all over Instagram stories right now. I have never been so active on Instagram as when I'm locked in the house. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because it's the only thing to do. The only thing to do. But yeah, sharing lots of like what me, Mike and Riv are up to in the days over on Instagram. I can hear her shouting downstairs. Is it lunchtime? Pretty much. I'll see you guys soon. Bye!